Listen, Boston Celtics getting eliminated from the NBA playoffs, and never thought I'd say this, but he is probably, Celtics' best player. But Kyrie is a maybe not as talented version of LeBron and the Celtics. And the Celtics, would be smart to let him go. You don't tie $200+ million in a franchise player that you cannot trust. He doesn't have, he just doesn't come off as, although he wants to be one, he just doesn't come off as being a leader. This crew just doesn't mesh at all. Most probably disappointed that a lot of fans have been in quite some time with this team. This team came from being, being this close from making their finals last year without a guy like, let's say, Hayward. And from this year, and they were pretty much everyone's pick for the most part to go to the finals. And this year, it just never panned out that way. Just kind of never really just played consistently at all to the Celtics. And, this talk about Kyrie Irving going to the Knicks, and that he's free agency, that he's gone. For what it's worth, if I was a Celtic fan, even though he maybe you do try to sign him and get Anthony Davis. Listen, don't get me wrong. He is a star in Kyrie Irving. But there's only a select handful of players capable of being the man on a championship team. And although he wanted his own team, I think maybe Kyrie understands now what's best for him. It just seemed this whole series against the Bucks that they were just disinterested in playing. They had the attention span of a pickup game out there. Milwaukee is really good, though. They could win it all, right? Coming out of the East. If they do, then maybe you look back. Maybe you look back at this series and think a little bit better about it. That being said, I can't understand what goes through Irving's mind, though. It almost seems like he has alienated the team. Maybe just a rough season. I don't know. It's. I think the rest of the guys just kind of reflect his quote-unquote leadership, and that's why this team buckled under pressure. It really was an up-and-down season. They lollygagged on offense, they lollygagged on defense, they lollygagged on the sidelines. What does that make them? So, I don't know, with the Celtics. Kind of disappointing. You got to regroup. You got to obviously regroup. It was a hard year to watch. It was a hard year to watch if you're a Celtic fan. Are you thrilled with what Hayward did this year? You have to address fundamental problems. This team has a load of talent. Things will probably get shuffled a little bit. What more can you really say about this team? Well, some might say that this team was really the fourth best team all along to begin with on paper, and this is kind of where they finished, right? Where did it all go wrong, for the Celtics? Did it really happen when the team, the chemistry issues happened when Stevens insisted on starting Hayward? Maybe is that where the root of this happened? Danny Ainge, I think, realizes that this team needs a shakeup. So, but before leaving, keep this in mind that Kyrie Irving shot the ball terribly, terribly. On his 7 for 22 game, yeah. No, let's say it this way. Chris Webber, said it best during Game 5 broadcast. He said, "Last year this team came for your heart. This year it felt much more like Team Hollywood." Hope all is well. Look forward to speaking to you guys very, very soon.